Hey, greetings and welcome. My name is Jake Rayson. I am a forest gardener and a forest garden designer, and today I just wanted to do a little video for the people at the Wildlife Trust who I've just done the workshop for, a forest garden design workshop, and there I was talking about using CAD, and I'm really aware that CAD can be overkill for a lot of forest garden design projects, and you're actually better off using paper rather than CAD. So this is 5mm paper, A4. You can get A3 as well. I'll cover that in a bit in another video. But today I just wanted to have a look at using CAD in its most basic form. Now, the whole reason for using CAD is to draw circles for trees. That's the most important bit, is to get the spacing right for the trees. The other parts of the planning are more easily done on paper. But the whole reason for drawing circles on a CAD map is that you can move the circles around easily. So on my website, NatureWorks, let's just bring that up, natureworks.org.uk/spacing, you will see an illustration adapted from Martin Crawford's book, and this shows you the spacing that's required. It's 1/4 to 1/2 of the average canopy diameter, and that's the spacing that you're after. So what I'm going to do is start right from scratch from when you download CAD, and you come up with a dialog box which says welcome to CAD. The unit you want to have is meter, paper size A4. Yeah, you can always change this later on, but meter, the unit being the meter, that's the most important part, because all the work I do is in meters. So all the templates I've got, all the trees block, all the symbols and everything I use, they're all in meters, and so that's what I stick with, being a right proper metric. Sorry, all you people in North America who are still on imperial. So click OK on that, and CAD starts up. And what I wanted to show here was the measurements for the site. There's 4 different sites, and we've got measurements for them, and the measurement for the food forest is 23 meters by 19.5 meters. So what I'm going to do it the most basic. Let me see if I can grab CAD. Where are you, CAD? This is CAD. This is how it comes in, and there is a property editor here. The property editor is the most useful thing to use, one of the most useful things to use. So what I'm going to do is to draw a rectangle that is 19, what did I say it was? 23 meters by 19.5 meters. I'll draw a rectangle to do that. And so click on the polygon tools, top right hand corner, rectangle with sizes. And no, that's actually too complicated. I'm going to do it with lines. Just go back, and I'm going to use lines. So just hit escape. So I start. We'll use lines. That'll be easier. So there's a line tool, top right hand corner of the icon of the menu, and we choose the top left one, the simple one, which is you just draw a shape. So I'll just do a shape which is, I think it's about 23. That's about 23 meters. You can see this is in 10 meter blocks, and what did I say, 19.5 meters. So it's something like that, and then hit escape to get back to the pointer tool, and I'll click on there, the bottom line. I got it spot on. Look at that, 23 meters, and then the top line 18 meters. So I'll just change that to 19.5. Zoom back out. So there we go. And because I'm neat and tidy, I'll draw another one to make a rectangle. I just want to line it up with that one. Oops. And there we go. So I've made a rectangle, which is that. So that's the kind of simplest shape rectangle made out of lines, and that is the boundary of the garden. And now the circle tool. So to circle, the elliptical tool, circle tools. It's just under the line tool. So this really is all you need for really basic stuff. Remember, all we're doing is trees. So center point, and I'm going to draw a circle, and I'll call it 3 meters wide. So that about 3 meters. There we go. So just make that radius of that circle 3 meters. I draw it freehand and then whoopsie, and then get the okay. So that's one tree, and that's 3 meters wide. I'll just show you the rootstocks as well. So just to oopsie. So we'll go over to rootstocks, and I'll just choose an apple tree or something which is about 3 meters wide, so you can see the purpose of this exercise. So a semi-dwarfing rootstock, apple, M26. So you can see here, this is Walcott Nursery's rootstock guide, and you can see semi-dwarfing apple M26 is about 3 meters high, and that'd be about 3 meters wide, possibly. So I'll put in some text. Click on the text tool, apple M26. There we go. So you can give a label. You can make it a bit smaller if you want to. And now that is what you want to be doing, is to say, okay, we're going to have 3 apples in there. Copy and paste. And you want to make sure that there's enough space between them. And the simplest way to do that is to use a line tool. So the diameter of the circles is 3 meters, and you want the space between them to be 1/4 to 1/2 of 3 meters. So that's going to be 1/4 of 3 meters is 1.5, 0.75 to 1.5. So it's going to be the distance between them is 0.75 to 1.5 meters. So that's the kind of how much gap you want between the ultimate height and ultimate diameter of the trees. So the easiest way to do that is to use a line tool, and then just say, let's have a look. Just roughly draw it from one to the other. Hit escape to get back to the pointer tool. Select it. It's 2.2 meters. So that gap can be less. Let's make it 1.5 meters. Yeah, so that's the gap, and we can move that circle over there, so it can be about that far away, and that's a nice distance between the trees. So that's what we're doing, is just kind of shuffling trees around on the kind of plan view of the site, and you've got 3 trees in. You've got 3 apple trees in there, 3 3-meter trees. So that's just kind of, yeah, just to give you a sense. Also, remember during the workshop I was talking about the aspect. You want the taller trees at the back to the north. I say back, the north of the site, and the shorter trees and plants to the south of the site, because you don't want to cast shade on all the plants behind. So yeah, you might want to push these up to the north, and then start working out where north is and what angle the north is and all the rest of it. But I'll come on to that. So but this is super basic from scratch. This is what we're doing, is shuffling circles around in a square box. So that's just, well, that's 3 tools. You've got your line tool, you've got your circle tool, and you've got your text tool. That's all we're using. That's all you need for this particular exercise. So hope that's useful. There we go. I'll do another one with. I'll do another little video for the graph paper as well. Okay, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.